Alright guys, so today I got something different. It's pretty much a small review of a tape. This is a Dewalt tape. It's a 25 footer. It's a DWHT 35625. That's the series. The only This is a new type of tape that Dewalt has, and one of the only difference between its other Tough series tapes. It's pretty much has an LED. This is brand new. Not that many people have it, and it's new to the market. It comes with a rechargeable cable, and it's a pretty good tool. Now, I don't think you're gonna spend the money to buy this. If you just can pretty much do with your regular Stanley or your Fat Max, I guess even even your regular Milwaukee tape. Pretty much any tape that you can get, even if they're cheap, I mean, they're still good, right? Especially when you're doing things that you're gonna mess them up. The only people that I see using this type of tape would be maybe electricians and plumbers, and that's typically because, or maybe HVAC guys as well, because of the LED. Other than that, it has the same thing every other tape has. But one thing it does have is very good numbering. It doesn't have its fractions, so maybe someone that can't read them might have a difficulty, but the numbers are there, and has very good. The tape is very thick. Very thick. This thing is 30. It is not magnetized. The tip, so the tip is not magnetized. Um, this thing is made of a hard rubber, and this thing feels sturdy. It's really heavy, and that's something I personally like. I like when my tapes are heavy. I don't like them when they're lightweight because I feel they're flimsy. Um, it's a good tape. If you want to spend the money on it, spend it. I do think this is more for specialty trades, right? I mean, unless you're constantly working in dark locations, maybe you're working the night shift, then I could see this helping you guys out. Other than that, I don't. I mean, it is a good tool. It's brand new. I mean, everybody likes brand new tools, but I don't see this replacing your regular Fat Max or your regular Dewalt tape or even any other tape on the market. There's plenty of competitors. Um, but the LED is good, and I'm going to show you guys how it looks right now with the door shut off. So as you guys can see, it's pretty dark in here. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and turn it on so you guys can see how bright the light is. Now, again, it's not an extreme brightness, right? But let's say you're getting a measurement. Sorry about that. This is where you guys can see it working. As you can see, it's a pretty clear indication of where you're measuring. Maybe you need something. Maybe you don't got your headlight. Maybe there's no light on the job site, and obviously you're not going to work in an extremely low light room. But maybe it's a bit dimmer, or maybe it's getting late at night, and you need something that can actually brighten up what you have. As I mentioned before, sometimes you don't have your lights. Electricians sometimes carry headlights. And then before I keep going, if you guys notice that it turned off, it does have a time limit on how long it runs, and that's just so that it doesn't run out of battery. But yeah, guys, I do recommend it, but I don't think it's for everybody. I think it's more of a specialty tool. So, if you're happy with whatever tool you have at the moment, I don't think you should replace it. You got something like this, runs like $25-30. It could do just the same thing as this one. If you want to go for something cheaper, you could probably get like a 2-pack of Stanleys for $20-15. I typically I typically use Stanley Fat Max because they're great. They've been around, and you get 2 of them for like $15-20. So they're cheap and reliable. But all right, guys, that's it. I know this wasn't an in-depth review. I'm not one of those tool reviewers. I just keep it simple. I tell you guys whether they're useful or not. And if I were to score this a 1 out of 10, I'd probably score this a 5. Now, I'm not saying 5 as in it's horrible, because to me a horrible tool would be a 1. And once you start getting into useful purposes, I'd probably give them like a 4. And the only reason I'm giving this 5 out of 10 is just because the only difference between this and every other tape is just that it has an LED. But that's not a bad thing. All right, guys. So catch you guys later.